was 45 years ago today, 45, that my family moved to California from Wisconsin. It was April 1st, 1966. And no, this is not an April Fool's joke. And if it is an April Fool's joke, it's a very lame April Fool's joke. Because why would I lie about that? Why would I lie and it's not funny? It was, the reason I remember it is because that's the day that I found out what April Fool's was. Like I said, I was 6 years old. Did I say that? I was 6 years old, and I guess my parents must have gone into the apartment, into the office to take care of business, check in, whatever. And I was waiting outside, and it was in the morning, and I know it was in the morning because the kids were going to school. And I remember some kid telling me, "Oh, there's a spider in your hair." And I was freaking out. There's a spider in my hair. And that's the one I remember. Maybe they said other things to me, but the one I remember is the spider in my hair. So I don't know if like 50 kids walked by all telling me I had a spider in my hair, or if there were a lot of other things they told me, but all I know is that I didn't understand why these kids were lying to me once I discovered there was no spider in my hair. And then I vaguely remember my mom explaining it to me, and that was that. My introduction to April Fool's was the day we moved to California, to Chula Vista, to be more exact. We moved from Oak Creek, Wisconsin, down south of Milwaukee. I don't know why I said it that way. That's not a Midwestern accent. You know what's funny? I don't know if it's funny, but to me it's interesting. I have a hard time doing a Midwestern accent. I can do hackneyed East Coast accents, and I have a hard time with the Midwest accent, even though my family's from the Midwest. But I digress. Frequently. So yeah, April Fool's Day. That was my introduction to April Fool's Day. Maybe it was that introduction to April Fool's Day that made me not all that fond of April Fool's Day. I can't really say that I hate it or that I dread it, but I don't really go out of my way to do April Fool's jokes, and I don't really enjoy it when people do April Fool's jokes. That doesn't happen much anymore. I'm 51 now. I mean, really, who's going to be doing April Fool's jokes? Although my wife, my ex-wife of ex as of a few years ago, almost every year she caught me, and then she would flaunt her superiority over me because she tricked me once again. We were married for 16 years, and she probably got me on all but a couple of those years. Every year I'd swear that she wouldn't get me, and somehow she'd trick me. Now that we're divorced, she's tried, and she doesn't get me anymore. Am I older and wiser? I don't know. But all I know is that towards the end of our marriage, and now that we're divorced, I just know that on April Fool's, I just don't have to listen to her. And if she does call, and I have to take the call because it might have something to do with the kids, I just don't know. I just don't believe anything she says. So I guess that's one good thing about April Fool's Day.